Alright, so you've started your channel, you've cranked out a couple of videos, got a few subscribers, a few views, starting to get an idea of what all of the analytics mean. Now it's time to unleash your secret weapon. And that's how you do a reveal. Hashtag not clickbait.
VidIQ. VidIQ.
VidIQ.com.
I got a bit of behind the scenes insight into how VidIQ operates. I'm in front of a camera most of the week, so I wear 4 t-shirts. Obviously this one, as you can see. I've also got this one, the free channel audit. It's got printing on the back as well, no expense spared there. We've got this one here, which I think visually illustrates what VidIQ can do for both your channel and your videos. And here we have version 2 of the channel audit t-shirt, Grow Your YouTube Channel. And of course you can do that every Tuesday at 11 AM PST, 7 PM GMT on the YouTube live stream. Do check that out and let us know which of these t-shirts you prefer and should we start selling them as merchandise. Because apparently these days, it is all about the merch. Hello, I'm Rob and welcome to, of course, VidIQ, the YouTube tool and channel that aims to educate you on your YouTube journey and chart that success through 2019. Right now, you're watching a series that aims to help you get more views and more subscribers to ultimately grow your channel. To watch the whole series, click on this playlist over here. And if you want to keep up to date with all of the awesome stuff we do here at VidIQ, including that live stream I mentioned where we could audit your channel for free, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Alright folks, word of warning, this is the disclaimer klaxon and I need to sound it for this next bit. I've not used it for a while, so I'm not sure if it's going to work. Brace yourselves. You ready for this? Oh, jeez. That's right folks, today's video is all about VidIQ, our Chrome extension. So if you haven't got it already, pause this video and use the link in the video description to download it and install it on your computer. And here is the good news, this is not a hard sell. Everything you see today in this video is from our free tools. We know that you are just starting out on your YouTube journey, so we're not trying to cash in on you as soon as possible. We want to give you that kickstart to help grow your channel, build an audience. So let's jump right in right now. Okay, where else could we start but with some YouTube numbers? After all, that is the business we are in. Currently, you are seeing the new YouTube Studio and it's got a snapshot of how my recent video is performing. But what if you could get a snapshot of how your entire channel is performing? Well, that's exactly what the VidIQ real-time stats bar can help you with in the top right-hand corner. As you can see here, it shows views for the last 60 minutes, the last 48 hours, the last 7 days, watch time for the last 7 days, and subscribers in total on your channel. Now you may be thinking, Rob, that's all very well, but I can already see my channel analytics right here. And you are absolutely right, within the analytics page, but this is what the real-time stats bar does with VidIQ. It doesn't matter whether you're on the search page or on a watch page or on the YouTube homepage, we always show you the real-time analytics. And for someone like me who's got analytics obsessive compulsive disorder, I always want to check those numbers and I can see them wherever I am on YouTube. Yeah, this is, without a shadow of a doubt, my favourite tool on VidIQ, and it's absolutely free. But we're not quite done there, because if you like graphs as much as you like numbers, well, all you need to do is mouse over the real-time stats bar and you get a breakdown of just how well your videos have been performing on your channel over the last 7 days, breaking down each of these metrics that you can see. I can mouse over any of these points to give me a number breakdown, and also what I can do is if I don't want any of these graphs appearing, I can untick it and then that disappears from my real-time stats bar, so that now we're just showing views over the last 60 minutes and total subscribers. But would you believe it, this is a free tool that just keeps on giving. Welcome to VidIQ en Español. This is our Spanish version of VidIQ where you can actually watch me speaking Spanish. Well, actually it's somebody doing the voiceovers, but on this channel we have not yet reached monetization requirements of 4,000 hours. So for any small channel working towards that requirement, we add an additional metric in the real-time stats bar right here, which tracks your watch time over the last 12 months. So far on this channel, we've got 1,400 hours, and you can see how we're working towards that progress. We're 35% of the way there. Once you reach those requirements, this metric automatically disappears. So if you wanted this tool for no other reason than to find out just how close you are to monetization, this is why you should download VidIQ. Remember, for free. Now, speaking of snapshots or ways to quickly get information on content, You'll also notice when you download the VidIQ Chrome extension that all of the videos have these little percentage numbers next to them, and this is essentially the likes to dislikes ratio on any video on YouTube. So for example, we've got a VidIQ video right at the top here, and if I mouse over that percentage, it will tell me that we've got 295 likes versus 5 dislikes, which equals a likes to dislikes ratio of 98%, which we're pretty happy with. This can be useful for a number of reasons. First of all, you can find out whether a video is good or not, although sometimes likes and dislikes always don't represent the quality of your content. Sometimes it can represent whether the opinions within that video are polarizing. What it can do on your channel is that you can get a snapshot of how well your videos are performing. For example, for VidIQ, let's go to our channel and then click on the videos tab. And now it shows all of our recent videos and the likes and dislikes for each one. When the likes ratio falls below 90%, it will display in orange, like here. And if the likes ratio falls below 70%, it turns red. And that's a clear indication of PewDiePie versus T-Series content being very polarizing. Now let's get into some detail and have a look at research on YouTube. The big game at the moment right now is Fortnite, but what is the next game on the horizon? And more people are gravitating towards a game called Apex, or Apex Legends. And I know from a gamer's perspective that to have a better gaming performance, you want to increase your frames per second, or FPS. So we're going to do a search here for Apex Legends increase FPS. And then we're going to see what the VidIQ tools can do with that. The first really awesome and very simple tool to show you here is the subscriber count next to channels. Why is that important? Well, if we look at the second result here, this channel only has 5,000 subscribers, but their video ranks second in this search term, has 360,000 views, which tells me this is a window of opportunity. All of the big channels haven't moved into this topic yet, and smaller channels are breaking through. So just having that little bit of information tells me that this is a search term that I could possibly produce content on if I was a gamer interested in Apex Legends. Down the right hand side, we have here what is called the search companion, giving you information such as the average number of subscribers for the channels that appear on these search rankings and the average age of the videos. Very useful for finding current trending topics. Below that, we have our legendary keyword score. This gives you a general indication of competition versus volume, or supply versus demand. If there are a lot of people searching for a term and not that many videos being supplied, again, this tells us that we should be making videos on that topic. Now, if you want to drill deep down into the keywords and research them further, we've got an awesome tool here. It's called Enable Inline Keywords. If I click it, it shows you all of the video tags, the extra research these video creators have done on their content. So this video, second in the list, again has a good range of tags. And if we click on the tag that's used here, Apex Legends increase FPS, it launches a keyword inspector so we can get an idea of the trend of this keyword. Now, over the last month, it's fluctuated and maybe it's a little low, but over the last year, you can see how quickly this keyword has spiked. So as a creator, you now have to determine whether you still think there is value in this keyword, whether this game is going to become more popular, and if you can establish content in that search term before it gets more popular, that could be really helpful in creating evergreen content. Now, if you decided, yes, this video creator has done some really awesome research and I love all of these keywords and I want to use them myself, you can simply mouse over the keywords, click on the paperclip to the right, go to your own video and paste them in, simple as that, or use them for your own idea generation. And that took 5 seconds. And we're still in the free version of the tool. Now, on this page, you may have started to see prompts from VidIQ about upgrading your account, because we only show you the keywords for the first 3 or 4 videos. But what if I was a free user and I saw this video halfway down that has 1,000 subscribers, but 250,000 views, and I wanted to find out more about this one? Well, I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a trade secret here, and my boss is probably going to be very angry with me. But if I click on the video, it's going to launch the watch page and the video scorecard that you can see to the right. And all I need to do is scroll down this scorecard and I can get the tags from here and copy the tags if I want to as well. So a little bit of an insider cheat there. Now, since we're on this page, we might as well stick around, because where else can you get this amount of information about a single video? any video on YouTube. This is a VidIQ video scorecard. Each section is collapsible if you're not interested in those particular metrics, but why wouldn't you be interested in all of this valuable information about all of the videos on YouTube? You can look at the social engagement, search engine optimization. If you mouse over this area, it tells you whether or not a video creator is applying the keywords into the tags, titles, and descriptions. We've also got a video optimization checklist. Here, some glaringly obvious mistakes this video creator has made on a 250,000 view video is of not putting cards or end screens to push viewers to more of their content. Simple fix there. We also get a channel breakdown of how they are performing, and again those video tags if you want to look at them. If you look at your own videos through this video scorecard, you can see even more information, so definitely worth checking out. And of course, it's all free. Have I said free too many times? I think I may have done, but you get the picture. Let's move on to editing your videos or uploading your videos. How can VidIQ help you there? Well, on the main page here, this is a classic one, and some of these features are available on the new beta studio as well as we transition over to that new studio. But right here, straight off the bat, we've got character limits. So did you know that you can only have 100 characters in your title? You can have 5,000 characters in your description and 500 characters in your tag. So we just got some little warnings here. I mean, why YouTube doesn't do this by default is beyond me, but we're helping you out there. Did you know that you can also add emojis to your titles and descriptions? And we add an emoji template for you. So on the title here, if I click on this smiley face, it gives me a full range of emojis which I can add to my videos. If you are going to do this, just make sure that you add them towards the end of your titles so that it doesn't mess up the keyword indexing from YouTube. Also, these tags down here, we allow you to drag and drop these tags. Now, traditionally, you could have your most important tags at the top, and the more relevant ones would help YouTube categorize your content. That's probably not as important these days, but you can still do it just to give you that tiny marginal edge when YouTube is trying to determine who should your content be seen by from an audience. Now, there is a big discussion about whether tags are important or not. So what we do is give you a free tool, I've said free again, which allows you to add tags in an instant. So very quickly, I'm going to delete all of the tags here. And we're talking about a PewDiePie versus T-Series video. But what I've already done, if I click templates here, I've already created a range of tags which I can then add instantly. So I've added them all here, I've saved it as a tag template, click insert tags, and then boom, they all add themselves straight to the video. And that takes about a minute to set up the tags first time, and then if you've got a channel focus, you should be using a range of similar tags for every video. You can add them in seconds with one click. But you know what would be nice? Some way to evaluate whether these tags, titles, and descriptions are effective for your video. And yeah, we've got something for that as well. It's called our SEO score. You've already seen it on the video scorecard, and it tries to rate how well you've integrated your keywords into your tags, titles, and descriptions. There's an actionable section marked out of 50, and the higher you can get to 50, the more potential your video has to reach an audience. The performance is how well your video is actually performing, and you don't have any direct control over this, and for smaller channels you'll get smaller numbers, but as you have breakthrough videos, that number will rise. For more of an explanation, we've got a detailed video that you can watch, and there's a link on the screen now. We've also got another checklist to the right hand side, making sure that you've added cards, end screens. Maybe we need to fix our closed captions for this video, so all really useful stuff to make sure that your video is in tip-top shape before you publish it. Everybody loves a bit of autocomplete suggestions, and YouTube is famed for doing this on their search bar. For example, if I type in PewDiePie versus T-Series, well, it's already starting to fill in all sorts of useful information here. But we do the same thing in our tag section. So if I go down to our tags and start the same thing, PewDiePie, you can see that there's some autocomplete suggestions being made. You get a limited number in the free version, but something's better than nothing, isn't it? And down at the bottom, we hint at our boost section, which will offer you more tag suggestions. Again, it's limited in the free version, but again, you've got something to work with there. All right, folks, we are deep into this extensive look into how vidIQ can help you grow your channel. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for sticking around so long. Some less committed video creators may have already left, so I wanted to wait for them to leave before I reward you with one of the most powerful tools we have here at vidIQ. Down the left-hand navigation bar, we have a few tools. And the one I want us to click on here is Channel Audit, because bam, it gives you this sort of information. As I said at the top of this video, we do a live stream every Tuesday where we audit people's channels. But when we can't do this, consider this your 24/7 YouTube channel audit expert, which tells you all sorts of information about your channel. For example, we've got the general health of your channel at the top, and we're doing quite well this month. We also look at content to double down on. In other words, you've made a video and it's doing well, the best on your channel for views per hour or engagement or subscribers gained, make more of that content. Something really interesting to look at here for us, for example, you can see that we're doing well with the PewDiePie versus T-Series content. But the videos that bring in the most subscribers, the videos that our audience trusts us most in, are these ones here about how to grow your channel. So there's an interesting balance there where we've got to feed a general audience but also supply stuff to our valued audience. And there's all sorts of more information in the second row here, looking at watch time, retention, playlists, and so on. As you can see, it is a little limited, but this is a free version, so there's plenty to look at here. And also, just further down, we have the top search terms, end screens, card clicks. As always, polls are very popular. So all of this useful information about how well your channel is doing. As for how badly your channel is doing, we give you that information as well. So content that could use work, the ones with the average lowest view time, the one with terrible likes or dislikes. Our video about Jack Black was not received very well, so we haven't done any more of content on that. All sorts of information, and you can dive into this every 24 hours to get a real keen insight into your content. Alright, let's talk a little bit about channel management. As you make videos, you'll start to get comments and more engagement. Here at VidIQ now we get hundreds of comments a day, so it's impossible to answer every single one of them. And as you start to make content on your channel, people will start to perceive you as an expert and want to ask you questions. And if you're focusing on a particular topic, you may be asked the same question over and over again, and you kind of want to respond to that but not type out this response over and over again. So what you can do is include auto-generated responses to a certain extent. For example, this person here has said, "Thank you for sharing this useful info," and it really helps him. Do we have to write out a full message? No. With the VidIQ comment template that we have here, I've created a long series of responses for all sorts of different questions we get here at VidIQ. And one of the more popular ones I want to use is simply saying, "You're welcome to the video creator," and it automatically puts in a username. What was the favorite tactic in this video and why? So engaging more with the audience. It means you can work through more comments more quickly. And when you have the same question being asked, or you're getting hundreds of comments a day, this is an absolute godsend. I use this for at least 1 or 2 hours a day, responding to as many comments as possible. So this one tool, which is free of course, has saved me hundreds if not thousands of hours managing the VidIQ channel. As regards to channel management, another thing to keep an eye out for is this VidIQ Utility button, which you'll find on many different pages, and it does many different things depending on where you are. For example, on the video manager page, for an individual video, if I click on the button, it allows me to do things like copy cards or end screens to then put them onto other videos, saving you a bit of time there. You can also use the thumbnail editor if you're not yet proficient with professional programs such as Photoshop to start you off with creating custom thumbnails. So wherever you are, like at the top here, it does different things as well for all of your videos. Try the utility button and check out the other videos that we have which help tell you what they all do. Yep, that's probably quite a lot to take in. What you've seen today is predominantly how I use VidIQ on a daily basis. But I've been using the tool now for more than 4 years, so I know pretty much where everything is and how to use it. But as I said partway through this video, if you're still watching right now, I know you really want this to succeed on YouTube. So familiarizing yourself with tools such as VidIQ is your next step. Now, what you've seen in this whistle-stop tour of VidIQ are some of the free tools, and not all of them. we have got exhaustive playlists on how many of the tools work here at VidIQ, including the pay ones. So I'm going to leave a link in the description and a link up here as well. Do check them out as they go into a lot more detail about how each of those tools work and how it helps grow your channel. In the meantime, if you want to watch more in the Growing Your YouTube Channel in 2019, our playlist is over here. If you want to watch more awesome VidIQ content over here, make sure to click. We'll see you on either of those videos right now, and of course, enjoy the rest of your video making day. I've got to try this at least one more time.